Mr. Mrvan.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Ranking Member, Attorney General. Thank you for joining us today. Our law enforcement officers, first responders, and local safety agencies are the backbone of our communities. In Northwest Indiana, I've worked hard to bring critical federal grant dollars home, funds that directly support the brave men and women who protect us every day. Unfortunately, funding for 2025 has been rescinded, weakening our public safety framework and making our neighborhoods less safe. I firsthand have a positive impact in securing dollars and investments for Gary, Indiana, East Chicago, Lake County, and Michigan City that were force multipliers that were technology such as license plate readers and the COPS grant. I'm asking you today, what can we do to ensure that those funds are going to continue to flow to my district? And in light of the HIDA, I'm in Northwest Indiana, Gary, Indiana. We are a HIDA district where we have the Chicago traffic. That's vitally important to my district. I just need commitments that that funding will continue to be going forward and that our agencies will have that support.
When that funding disappears, the equation changes overnight. Suddenly, criminals have more room to maneuver, response times get slower, and entire neighborhoods feel less safe. It's not just about statistics. It's about a mother waiting longer for an ambulance, a family that feels unsafe walking to the store at night, or a community that slowly starts losing trust in its protectors. That erosion of trust is dangerous because once people stop believing their neighborhoods are safe, it changes the very spirit of the community. People move away, businesses close their doors, and the cycle of decline deepens.
Congressman, thank you for bringing that up. I'm well aware of the HIDA. I believe that's in Maryville. Is that correct?
You are correct.
And yes, that funding will remain where it is. We do not intend on touching that funding. We want to protect HIDA.
Very good. So in light of the escalation with Iran, part of our cybersecurity and our infrastructure when it comes to our electric grid, our banking systems, that is a new threat. Does this budget reflect increasing our cybersecurity protections, and how is the Department of Justice going to protect our infrastructure when it comes to bad actors such as Iran coming directly at our infrastructure?
Cybersecurity isn't just about protecting computers or networks. It's about protecting our way of life. Think about the systems we rely on every single day, the electric grid that powers our homes, the banking systems that keep our money safe, the hospitals that store our medical records, and even the communication lines that allow emergency services to respond in seconds. Now imagine those systems being targeted by foreign adversaries like Iran or China. These aren't distant threats, they're very real, and they're happening right now in the digital shadows. Every time a phishing email slips through, every time a firewall is tested, it's part of a larger battle where the stakes couldn't be higher. The frightening reality is that a single cyber attack has the power to paralyze an entire city, and in today's world, the battlefield has no borders. When lawmakers talk about allocating $50 million to cybersecurity, on the surface it sounds impressive. But when you compare it to the sophistication and scale of attacks being launched by global powers, the figure starts to feel like a drop in the ocean. Cybercriminals backed by state resources have entire armies of hackers working around the clock to find weak spots, to infiltrate our infrastructure, and to hold our systems hostage. Against that kind of coordinated threat, are we truly investing enough to keep America safe? The uncomfortable answer is probably not.
We have $50 million for cybersecurity, and also in the one big...
With an M, 50 million?
50 million,
Okay.
yeah. But also in the one big beautiful bill, it is also addressed to give us more resources. And you know, it's not only
Can I
Iran,
ask-
as you well know, it's China as well. But
Right.
yes, I wholeheartedly agree with you.
In the
Congressman.
reconciliation, tomato, in the reconciliation bill, can you tell me what more resources are going to go towards cybersecurity? Because I was under the impression that was decreased.
Can I get you, I will get you those numbers.
Okay. Yes.
I want to do everything I can to help you protect cybersecurity, all of us in this country, not only again with Iran, but also with China and all of our foreign adversaries around the world.
Okay. And then just a question of curiosity that I have. Director Patel was here a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about the emails that went to the FBI agents. meaning please tell us what you did at the end of the week. Give us 5 reasons why you did. At first, Director Patel said that that didn't exist. Then he specifically said, well, that came from the Department of Justice to the FBI agents, and his words, I told them not to fulfill that obligation. How do you manage that if you give a directive to your Director of FBI and he chooses not to fulfill that? And where did that information go? So when someone from the FBI, an agent, fulfilled that obligation of giving you the information of what they were working on, where did that data go and how is it secured?
Yeah, and
When
Congressman,
the issue of accountability within powerful institutions like the Department of Justice and the FBI comes into question, it strikes at the very core of public trust. The situation with the mysterious emails sent to FBI agents illustrates just how fragile that trust can be. Imagine this. Directives go out instructing agents to provide weekly reports of their work, a system that could expose sensitive information about national security operations. Then, almost as quickly as the directive appears, it's withdrawn with no clear explanation of who ordered it, why it was sent, or what happened to the data once agents complied. That kind of confusion isn't just unsettling, it's dangerous. In a world where enemies are constantly probing for weaknesses, the last thing America can afford is cracks within its own walls of security. The explanation offered tries to make it sound harmless, claiming the emails were simply meant to check if agents were at their desks and responsive.
yeah, and Congressman, I'd be happy to see who answered that, but I asked, when I learned about it, I asked that it be withdrawn, and it was, that email.
When you learned about the email going to the FBI agents, you asked them to withdraw it. Who did you ask to have it withdrawn?
My entire office, and it was.
So it is unknown who sent that email?
Well, it came from my office, but when I learned it went to the FBI, we asked that it be withdrawn.
Where is the gap of my understanding? If it came from your office, you're telling me you didn't send it?
I didn't realize it went to the FBI. That email went out.
So-
And the purpose of that email was to make sure, just so you know, it was to make sure that these people were sitting at their desk and working and alive, that there were people actually
Okay, and
responding.
I agree.
It could have been, I got up and got a cup of coffee.
Sure.
That
So
was
without
the
going into
purpose.
that, the people that did answer it, where did that data go?
I will find out. I will get you that information.
And I only ask as a national security issue as
Absolutely.
they're working on sensitive issues. And I thank you for joining us, and I yield back my time.
Thank you.